on this bad boy. I'll let Mike Mustache give the updates.
I'll give you the quick and dirty. So this rig already has a 200-watt solar panel. It's already wired and everything. We have an MPPT charger. It's wired for an inverter. It doesn't have it, but it's wired. But we are increasing that like tremendously. So we are going to 1,000 watts on the roof. We're adding a 2,000-watt inverter. The MPPT charger, we're upgrading it to a 150, I think 70. So that's a huge upgrade. What else? Oh, batteries.
Save the best for last. We have partnered with Enduro Power to provide us the spec guy. We're gonna leave it to the spec guy.
You're the one with the data. Okay, whatever.
We can go into the data later and all the specs,
yeah.
but this is just really high level. I mean, we had solar on our Geo Pro and it was a game changer for us. That was like the ultimate adventure mobile. We seriously called it that because it was like plug and play. You just get in, you go, it's adventure time. Although this is pretty much a tiny house on wheels, significantly larger than our Geo Pro, we still want those same capabilities. So we just want to be able to get out. We're headed out west, hopefully, and then eventually. We've
been saying that forever.
I know, but eventually we're gonna get out west, and we just want a boondock. We just want that capability. So these tanks on the fifth wheel are massive. So then what else do we need? We need to be able to have power. So
and internet. But thank you.
Internet, yeah.
Thank you, Elon.
Yes. Good morning. Want to do a solar upgrade this morning?
Let's put some solar panels on the roof.
Let's do it.
We've got 24 feet that we need to try to account for. So right now I'm just getting them lined up to make sure that the cords on here will connect. I also have a couple extension cords so I can use those if needed. Just like that, MC4 connector. It's really, really simple.
Beautiful sound.
It is. Okay, so that's it's all connected now except for going into the junction box. So now I'm just gonna get them spaced exactly how I want them. We'll mark the holes and then we'll go around together. We'll put die-core under there, screw it in, and put die-core back on top, and then Eternabond the cords. And solar is installed. Are you prepared to drill a hole into your home's roof?
Absolutely not. Last screw. Yes. Then we have 4 solar panels.
By the way, it's probably only like upper 60s out, but it is so hot up on this roof.
Yep. We did it!
1,000 watts of solar. So now I'm just going over everywhere we put a screw in. I'm putting more die-core on top. It's self-leveling die-core. It's good for the RV roofs, and it will just prevent any water from finding its way down into those holes we just screwed.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Oh, what?
Oh God. Oh God. Did your drone make it out alive?
It did. Not the first time I crashed it. Day 3 of the install. It's raining, but I've got this great canopy set up now. A table with all of my components and everything I need. Yesterday we got the solar set up. Today it's going to be going in the garage and wiring the MPPT, the inverter, the cutoff switches, the fuses, the links distributor. The only thing we won't be wiring is the batteries because they're not here yet, but that's fine. I'll get everything done and then we will put the Enduro Power lithium batteries in there as soon as we get them. All right, I think I've got everything wired up. We're still missing our good batteries, but everything else is in. We're gonna turn everything on and make sure it all works. Okay, so far so good, everything's working. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna test to see if we have power right now going to the AC. If not, that's good. If we do, bad. But then what I'm gonna do after is then turn the inverter on and then we should have power. So let's take a look. So right now we shouldn't have power coming to this 120. And we don't. And we shouldn't have power then as the output either. And we don't. So now I'm gonna turn the inverter on and let's see what happens. Okay, the inverter's on. So again, we should not have power to the outlet, but we should have power coming out this cord right here. So let's check. No power, good. No power, good. Power, it's working. So pumped.
Also incredibly pumped, but when you say good, bad, power, no power, here, there, could you give me a little more insight, please?
All right, let's go take a field trip. Okay, so what I was trying to explain is this yellow cord, this is our 110, so when we're plugged into 30 or 50 amp, this has power. This is the inverter. So what happens is when we're not plugged into 30 or 50 amp, when we're dry camping, boondocking, we get power from the inverter, which converts the DC power from our batteries to AC power. And the magic happens right here in this transfer switch. So the transfer switch is able to detect if it's getting power here supplied by 110 DAC or not. And that's what I was doing with this, this little voltage detector. Right now we're on 50 amps, so we're getting voltage from both. But if we weren't, this would be dead because this is the AC side and this is the DC side. So the inverter goes to the transfer switch. The transfer switch says power needs to come from the inverter and it'll provide power to this wire, and this wire then leads to all of our inverted outlets. We have, I think, 6 or 7, including the outlet that goes to the TV. So anything that is connected to this portion of the yellow wire is inverted.
Are you impressed with my muscles?
Yeah, you're pretty strong there.
They are shockingly light. Like I was expecting to like break my back.
Come on, labels out.
Oh my gosh! Oh God, they're light, but not that light. I could have used a key to open these boxes, and yet you give me a machete. Oh man, they even look pretty.
Handles and everything?
Handles and everything.
Wow.
These are so nice. All upstairs. How easy are these to take in and out of their home?
Well, now we don't need a kettlebell.
Look at this. I mean, how's my form?
What would you say, 45 pounds?
Yeah, about. Excellent workout. Oh. Like I just hear like rock music in my head and like see lightning bolts. Like, is that weird?
Because it's electricity or what?
Because it's power and like solar. You don't have that in your head?
Now I do.
Of our big bad solar upgrade has arrived. We're part of Team Enduro Power, baby. So our friends at Enduro Power heard about the solar upgrade that we were doing, and we decided to partner up because we've done a solar upgrade before with our previous rig, but this time around we've got a bigger rig. It's a little bit different. We want the best materials for this solar upgrade, so with teaming up with Enduro Power, we got just that. Basically what I'm trying to say is we're super excited to install these lithium batteries from Enduro Power into this beast. So you're definitely done with me rambling right now, so let's get them in the rig!
Alright, so here they are. Old battery, new battery, deep cycle 100 amp hours, lithium 200 amp hours. The nice thing about lithium is you can use 100% of the capacity. So basically we're quadrupling our battery capacity with this upgrade. Now we're going to see how much they weigh and see what we're either gaining or losing as far as weight goes. So we'll put them on the scale and see what they weigh. So the old deep cycle 100 amp hours.
39 on the dot.
39 pounds. 39 pounds. So times 2, that's 78 pounds. Now the Enduro lithium 200 amp hours. So again, quadruple the capacity. Check that out. What are we at?
42.6.
42.6 pounds for this, 39 for that. So we're going from 78 pounds to call it 85 pounds. So we're gaining 7 pounds, but we're quadrupling our battery capacity. There we go, so that's where they're gonna sit. I'm gonna put some brackets down to hold it in place, and then some ratchet straps to go around the top. That should keep it pretty secure. And we are literally, it's the same footprint as before. Because look at this. This was the battery tray from the old batteries. Honestly, virtually identical as far as the width that it's taking up. And now it's less height too, but I doubt we'll put anything on top. But we literally lose no space and we quadruple the usable capacity. Amazing. So last thing that's super awesome about these batteries is we don't need to vent them. This was for the old batteries. They had to be vented, so this had to be inside of a box, cover on, and then this hose would help to vent the gases outside of the RV. This can go away now, and you can mount these in any direction, enclosed, sideways, apart, so that's another win for the lithium batteries. Where are you?
Hi!
We made it.
We made it to our harvest host. First one, season 2.
We're back on the road.
We don't have a season. We're not professionals.
Yeah, well, we took the summer kind of off while the RV was getting repaired, but
that's another video to come.
Yeah, that'll come in the future. But we officially finished our solar upgrade. We got the solar panels on the roof, all the electrical upgrades done, and the Enduro Power batteries installed. And right now we're boondocking at a harvest host in Effingham, Illinois.
Yep.
It's a winery, and so far it's pretty nice. We got a nice corner spot here in the back of the parking lot, and look at our neighbors. So overall, the solar install process, I'd say it went pretty well.
It went very well.
Yeah, the hardest part was the preparation and planning, but the actual install with all the planning we did was pretty easy. And I mean, I'd say it overall took a full weekend to get everything done. Make sure you take your time. The total cost was right around $5,000, but we did kind of go a little bit over the top with some of the components and the brands, but the way I see it, you pay for quality, you only got to buy it once. So the next video we put out will be probably a little bit of a introduction to who we are and what we do and how we travel and how we make money. I know that's always an interesting question that I was always curious of when we first started, so we'll share a little bit of that with you, maybe show you some more of the rig that we're traveling in and what our travel plans are.
Do you hear that? Silence! You know why? Because we didn't have a generator. We got solar.
Right now we're watching the Packers game in the parking lot of a winery next to a cornfield in southern Illinois, harvest host, with no hookups. And again, we're watching the Packers game. We got the sound system going. We made coffee this morning. We were running our space heater, which draws a lot of amperage. What else did we do? We had the propane heater going all night, lights. I mean, we were basically living normal life without any hookups. And looking at the numbers this morning, so we started with a full battery. Again, we got 400 amp hours of lithium from Enduro Power. And now we're at 42%. It is 8:54 in the morning, so the sun came up about an hour and a half ago. But again, we were running the space heater a ton, which draws down the battery a lot. But we're still at 42%. And right now we're getting 270 watts of solar. We've got 1,000 watts on the roof, and it's only 9 a.m. So that's going to continue to increase. But everything's gone super well. We had the inverter on. We have it on now to be able to watch TV and run some of the inverted outlets. But we're really happy. We're really impressed. And we're excited to take this thing out west and really boondock for, weeks. So
it's time to hit the road. We are in Illinois. We've got about 5 hours to drive to get to our next stop in Nashville. Woohoo! Hopefully this gave you a good idea of how solar can benefit you and your RV, and more to come. So stick around. We've got a lot more exciting videos coming up in this part 2 of our RV journey. So we'll be in Nashville, we're gonna be in Atlanta, we're gonna go to Florida, and then we're gonna head west. So stick around.
We'll see you there.
Bye.